Done some bourbon hunting that you're about to see. It's kind of put a huge dent in our budget.
Yes.
It's been a few stores here and there. It's also been a mail call and then a really, really special bottle, two bottles, not from this country, that we'll show you here coming up.
It'll be a surprise.
Wait and see what's coming up. This is our first time coming to you from the Speakeasy. I'm Terry.
Danielle.
And this is Speakeasy Bourbon Hunting. You'll see our videos. We're actually out at the stores where we're doing bourbon hunting. This time it's been about 2 weeks. I've done some bourbon hunting that you're about to see. It's kind of put a huge dent in our budget.
Yes.
It's been a few stores here and there. It's also been a mail call and then a really, really special bottle, two bottles, not from this country, that we'll show you here coming up.
It'll be a surprise.
Wait and see what's coming up. The first bottle we got if you watched our last video from St Augustine Distillery, while we were there, we wanted to pick up a few bottles, do some bourbon hunting. We went to a Winn-Dixie. I just wanted an everyday pour while I was there, sitting at the beach or wherever we're going. So it matches our Prohibition, 1920 Prohibition style. We'll go ahead and take a pour of this.
So nice.
And we'll get into it. So this was our first bottle with Dixie St Augustine. As you can see, we've already put a really good dent in it. Mm-hmm. We've had some friends come over and share as well.
Yeah, I actually didn't. He gave me, like I said, I'm new into this, so when he poured it the first night, I was like, wow, it's really strong. But I actually, believe it or not, tonight I actually like it. So I don't know if it's the day I've had or whatever.
So let's start with our St. Augustine stuff, love. Publix run while we're there. There was the McKenna. I almost empty. I don't know if you can see. Very, very close, or getting there on my McKenna bottle. So I always like to have some here in the Speakeasy. So I got a backup bottle. You can't beat it MSRP when you find it at a Publix.
I'll just put it over there. Mm-hmm.
Well, and then the surprise while I was at the Publix, 1792 sweet wheat. Can't beat it. $45, which is crazy.
When you're trying to collect $17.92 all together, you can't pass it up.
Yep. We're very new into bourbon. I say new. We're probably about 8 months in now.
Yeah, 8 months.
So we started our bourbon hunting and collection and drinking all at the same time. 1792, you'll see here coming up in a moment or in a little while, more of our 1792, what we've added. There was a little store.
Shores is what the name of it was called.
And it's only in St. Augustine. There's
two.
At least two,
At least two, yeah.
This is the new batch, the C923. I wanted to compare this with the Elijah Craig C923, which I was able to do. I have a friend that actually has the C923, and this one is very good. C923, I think the Elijah Craig's gonna be my personal opinion, probably the bourbon of the year. But this was very good. I was able to share this with some friends. They were able to do a comparison as well.
We had a friend of ours, he actually asked us to go, he told us about the small town 30 minutes outside of St. Augustine. What was the name of it?
Palatka.
And so we took the trip. It was 30 minutes. We drove there, and to Winn-Dixie, he's like, "Oh, there's a great, you
There's
can
always
get
a great bourbon
something
hall.
there." We get there and no hall. So then we go to another liquor store, like right down the road. And he's like, "I don't have anything but down
No
the
allocated
road,
bourbon.
allocated, nothing special." Down the road at the ABC, there's really great, sometimes they get in stuff. So,
Of course, we go there and ask. And I go in first.
I stay in the car.
Ask them if they have anything. And of course, they say, "Well, we have the Weller, which is a special, obviously a special reserve here. And it's 1 bottle per person." So what do?
Have me go get it. So he comes back to the car and he's like, "Hey, go back in. She's got it at the counter and get the other bottle." So we got 2 bottles of that. And that was special because then I was able to get a bottle of wine. I like Chardonnay. I'm kind of a
Wine connoisseur.
wine connoisseur girl. So, but this is actually our very special pick of St. Augustine, and this is the
Bottle Your Own.
Bottle Your Own.
If you watched our last video, this is the cask strength Bottle Your Own. It was batch or barrel
193. Yeah.
And then it was bottle 106.
It was kind of cool. If you could go back and look at it, it's really a neat little video. And if you get the opportunity to go here, it's really a cool little distillery. And they've got a backstory to them, and it's really neat. And you can obviously bottle your own. So we did that for our 21st year anniversary because it seemed like the right thing to do.
With 21 years of marriage, we were legal to drink. So why not go to a distillery and do bourbon hunting?
And then we actually went on downtown trolley, like trying to get information for the next day. And we went into a liquor store, like right there in the downtown area, and really cool store. I don't remember the name of it. Do you?
I think it was First Avenue.
And this is my pick, live oak. There's something about trees, and especially live oaks. I love them. And the seal on here, this was actually bottled and bond in Florida. So
Bottled in Florida.
The only thing that disturbs me is the stuff in the bottle, and
It wasn't filtered very well.
and so
When they bottled
anybody wants to comment on that, give us some information, that would be great. Like I said, I'm new at this, so but I liked the name, I liked the seal on it, and I liked that it was
from Florida.
right. So
Jacksonville, Florida.
yeah, so
So where do we go next? So actually,
what do we want
where
to do?
did you go?
Where did I go? Yes. I did a trip to Albuquerque, and he picked a store for me. Obviously, it was Total Wines, and so I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll go there." And they had the person that I was with was able to get, it was almost like that Weller. You had one person per bottle. So I got the Hancock Reserve, and the lady I was with got, well, obviously, we had to complete our collection of, not complete, I think you're missing one bottle. 1792.
The bottled and bond, which, here locally, super hard to get these 1792s, except the small batch, which is pretty much everywhere. But that was a cool little pickup, that bottle and bond 1792. Hancock Reserve, obviously. Small batch, so that not too many of these are out there, which was really cool. At the same time, this was a Total Wine in Albuquerque. I had a friend here locally pick me up a second bottle of the Hancock Reserve.
2 bottles.
So we ended up with 2 bottles of this Hancock Reserve. I can't wait to crack one of those open and give it a taste. I've actually never had that bourbon, so it actually
I didn't know that. Interesting.
really cool if we end up.
And then I did a video along the shelves of all the bourbon in the Total Wines, and he's like, "Oh, you have to get me," and then you can tell the story of this.
So, you know that it's the 2023, the BEP, the last year that they're going to make this BEP line. I actually have a bottle open over here on my shelf. Wanted a backup bottle. Not only that, it's going to be the last time they make it, and you can't beat it at MSRP. Here locally, I've seen it double or triple the price. They have it up on their allocated shelves. So MSRP, that's still out in Albuquerque. I was like, please pick that up while you're there.
I will. It was a story to get it back, but it's okay. Of course, I said the 1792 had to be completed.
So when we got back from our trip in St. Augustine, Liquor Depot did a drop for their foolproof, their store pick foolproof, and then they did a sale on their 1792 small batch. So what I did was went and picked up their store pick, and then picked up what I just literally finished off my 1792 small batch. Always like to have a little bit on hand. People like to try. So I picked up the small batch that and the foolproof from Liquor Depot store pick. And then my local honey hole. I don't like paying anything over retail or MSRP for anything. This is my local honey hole has it. I think they were about a 10% markup. So this is $79.99. I know it's around $60, $65 retail.
But when you have a store like that and you
Support
really
your
have
local store.
that encouragement to the local community is awesome, and the relationship there is fantastic.
So this is the 23B. So this last batch at 127.8 proof. And what's great about this is they actually call me. When you make that connection with your local store, when they get it in, they just call me and say, hey, I got in what you're looking, and I run up and pick it up. They hold it for me with my name on it, it's just an awesome thing. What you have to do in your local community is do your connections.
Key is relationship.
Yep.
Big time. Yeah. All right.
So
what do you want to do? These?
Yeah. So I have a friend that has a connection up north in Ohio. We don't get these here unless you're in the ABC program, the Vault, which is a nightmare here recently of trying to even get anything. ABC is the only store that distributes the Weller. I ended up actually getting these on a trade. I traded
Blood Oath.
A Blood Oath bottle for these because you just can't find these here. So that's our Weller 107. I'm getting crowded over here.
I know, you want me to...
Nope. And then the mail call. I have a friend that lives in Arkansas who actually watches this channel, so they'll be pretty happy. This is a barrel proof. It's Cardinal. We don't get this here. I've never seen it. It's a single barrel bourbon at I think it's...
Oh, you can't see that?
Well, no.
75?
No,
I don't know what it says.
That's 750 milliliters.
Okay, maybe we need to get our eyes
So
checked.
age 5 years. Is handwritten, so it's kind of, I think...
Oh, yeah, it is handwritten.
I don't know if it's 61.2.
I don't know what that says.
Alcohol by volume. So
That's funny.
this is 60% corn, 36% rye, and 4% malt. It's actually a really good bottle. I never heard of it.
I'll take that.
And this is another bottle I have not seen these locally. If you watch any type of bourbon hunting videos, a lot of people talk about these, the soft red wheat and the regular bottle and bond, the Ben Holidays. I haven't seen them anywhere here locally in Florida. I know everywhere else they're plentiful, but I wanted to try them.
We're limited here in Florida.
Yes.
especially in the Central Florida area.
Yes.
It's a very limited. Yes.
Highly sought after bourbon allocated bottles. So I want to try those. I got those in when we got back from our St. Augustine trip. And then let's go on to Kenny's Liquors here in Lithia, Florida. I've had this one just over, I think, 2 weeks or so. This was a Kenny Liquor store pick.
Chain on it.
And then we also got here within the last week the Corona and the Kenny's cigars. I ended up getting 2 of these bottles, as you can see. Both the store picks from the Sazerac Rye. These are actually really good. What's really good about Kenny is, or Bobby at Kenny's, he lets you try them. I tried these in store. Nothing like your normal Sazerac. If you ever get store picks, totally different taste profile. These are excellent.
We actually left here and went to Home Depot. Liquor Depot. What did we get there?
That's where we got the
okay.
full proof.
Oh, okay. That's that one. Okay. Cool.
Yep.
Cool. All right.
We love the store picks, especially supporting your local stores.
Yep, we're all about that.
And my neighbor and good friend went to the distillery and some local stores at Buffalo Trace. And that day he went, they had the Weller Special Reserve. I know you've seen that we already had 2 bottles of the Special Reserve. These are obviously for people to come over and have a pour.
So we have one to open up.
At least.
Yes.
And then we have the Isaac Bowman.
We can share.
Yes. We love sharing.
Yes.
And then just your regular Sazerac. We had a party here at the Speakeasy, and we went through several of these that night with all the drinks.
It was a good party though.
It was a great
karaoke. I'm sure they probably karaokeed in the 1920s, but our last haul.
Nope.
Well, it wasn't actually our last haul, but it was our last specialty.
Yes. So we said we had something special, not from this country. All these bottles you can obviously pick up in the United States. We have some great friends that their son is stationed in the military.
Thank you for all the military.
Yes.
We appreciate them all.
We just celebrated the Veterans Day, and actually that's why I believe they went over there. But while they were there, they know that I'm into bourbon, and so they ended up picking me up 2 really cool bottles while they're there. At all the bottles that I have, the Blanton's Red and the Blanton's Black. All the bottles that I have that we picked up, I believe this was 24 bottles.
Yep, 24 bottles.
Within the last 2 weeks, definitely within the last month. This isn't all the bottles we picked up in the last month, but this is within the last 2 weeks. MSRP. I do not pay secondary. I'm refusing to pay secondary. When I can find, obviously, you can find it. If you can find it here locally, make your connections.
Right.
You can get it locally. Have friends that go to Japan for you.
We love you guys.
Yes. So you can get it. You can still find it at MSRP. So,
yeah.
Please stop paying the secondary.
Yeah. It's the connections. Like you said, it is the connections.
So
we
love it. I think we're at, like I said, at least 24 bottles within the last 2 weeks. So.
And we only opened up, what, 1 out of the 24? I see.
No, 2.
Okay.
Two so far.
2 so far. Oh, yeah, we opened this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 so far.
Not me.
No, 3.
3. Okay, 3.
The barrel.
Yes, 3. We opened up 3 out of 24.
So, please like and subscribe if you want to see more videos.
Ring the bell.
That way you get notified that you that we put up a new video.
And we thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for watching our channel.
All right. See ya.
So
We actually counted our bottles and we were wrong.
Yes. It was actually 28 bottles. That's almost one bottle per day.
It's way over our November budget.
Yes. So we're having to scale back
Scale back a little bit, but we're good for December. So we're gonna
keep looking.
keep looking, but we're not gonna have this many in December. Who knows? We may. Tomorrow always has
New day.
a new day.